I never cried like that night
Oh, wow.
to be honest with you. So that guy comes back. Okay, he knocks. I open for him. Guess what?
What?
The guy is so high. High. He's so high. That time I'm prepared. Ukuthi indoda yami iyabuya. Honeymoon.
First night.
We have to enjoy together. And remember, we never been intimate before. So we want to explore.
Let me introduce to you the new kid on the block. Mel La Vie is a new skincare range that recently launched. It is for face and for body. We deal with hyperpigmentation, anti-aging, wrinkles, natural glow. We also deal with dark inner areas. We target dark inner thighs, dark armpits, dark neck, dark elbows, dark knees, you name it. We also have a shaving combo. This shaving combo deals with ingrowns and shaving bumps. Both men and women can use this good quality product shaving range. We've got good actives in our product from glycolic acid, hyaluronic acid, kojic acid, and many more. You can contact us on the WhatsApp number that is popping on the screen, or you can reach out to us on all our social media platforms. We are here for all your skin needs. Hi everyone, welcome to Own Narrative podcast by myself, Promise Makunyane. This podcast, it's about marriage and family dynamics. You know, if you'd like to be a part of this podcast, you need to write to us on the email address that is popping on the screen. Do not forget to put your number, preferably your WhatsApp number, so that we can contact you once we vet your story. Guys, I'm always going to make this announcement that we do have a new podcast called The Working Wife, The Working Woman podcast. It airs every Sunday at 6 p.m. Please do check it out. It's really about women working, whether in marriage or outside marriage. It's good to have a man do stuff for you, but it's even much more greater if you can also do stuff for yourself. So that's actually the gist of the other podcast. Do not forget to subscribe on this. So the podcast is also airing on the very same channel, which is Own Narrative Podcast, but it airs on Sundays at 6 p.m. Today's guest, guys. So in today's episode, we have a guy whom has been trending. His ex, is it your ex-husband?
My ex-husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
His ex-husband has been blasting their business online, their marriage that lasted for 13 days, 13 days, and how he is a narcissist. He said his side of the story, and we thought as Own Narrative podcast, we need to get the other side of the story. As you know, that we believe in people saying their story in their own narrative. So this is the ex-husband's narrative on Own Narrative podcast. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Prom. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. And when we reached out to you, you were very... actually, we were supposed to also sit with your ex-husband. He reached out to us.
Oh, okay.
Yes. He reached out to us, but then I've seen that he was going to another podcast. I was like, okay, we can't be duplicating the story.
Yeah.
How about I look for the other side of the story, which is you. You were a bit skeptical.
I was a bit skeptical, when you're going through something, you'd be like, can I do this? Can I not? And I was like, Now it's time for me to break the silence. Why not? Because people need to know the truth out there.
I love that.
Yeah.
Most especially if when I went to your ex-husband's page, he has been talking about you guys, but I have never seen, I don't know if maybe I did not go to platforms where you have shared your side, but I've never heard your side. So I guess everyone has a breaking point where they're like, no, enough is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed. I never said anything on my socials. I was like, this guy is saying a lot about me. And I'm convinced now, Prom, to be honest with you, being my ex is a full-time employment because, wow, that guy can say a lot about me. I don't think a day can go by without him saying stuff about me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's obsession or what,
Yeah.
but wow. Siyabuya.
Is it not because you had him that much?
No, I don't think I
or
had
you
him.
scammed him that much?
maybe according to him, I scammed him that much.
Yeah.
But according to me, there was nothing to get. Possibly because that guy has nothing. I wonder why he has this irrelevant fear of being scammed for something that he doesn't even have. Men have this kind of thing of feeling like you want to scam them. And on the other side, you're just trying to show them love. But it's so sad that it ended how it ended.
Yeah.
What can we do? We move.
We move.
Yeah.
Why are you saying that? Okay, maybe now. You introduce yourself now.
Oh.
Please introduce
Yeah.
yourself.
Okay, Thapelo ON, the most famous guy on social media.
Currently.
So, I'm 23 years old, and my name is not just any random name.
Okay.
It is attached to a BCom Business Management degree, professional knowledge in human resource management, labor relations, e-commerce, financial management, and all those things. So I also comprise of general experience in administration and PR and marketing. So I come from Zanin, that's where my family is, my mother's side of the family is residing that side.
Yeah.
So my coming to Johannesburg was so easy because I have a twin brother. But he's been staying in Tembisa there. So I decided that recently I just graduated. I just decided that, you know what, let me go out there and try to look for something on how I can try to fend for my family because we've been raised by a single mom.
Okay.
We're staying in Rustenburg back then, and then we decided to move to Zanin. That's where my mother's side of the family is. So it was that hard because, it's hard for a parent to raise kids on her own. And she's been trying so hard to raise us and to show us the light. She's so much focused in religion. She wants nothing to do outside religion.
Okay.
So I can say my coming out of the closet was a bit hard because you know how she is.
Yes.
So yeah, I have an older sister who's working that side at home, and then it's me, then my twin brother, then my younger sister. Then 2 years ago, we recently lost my brother who was suffering from epilepsy. The one who
Apparently was shot or something, was killed in Tembisa.
No. That's not the real story. My brother was suffering from epilepsy and he was disabled. So it's so sad when you get to hear someone who said to you that I love you, they get to say, you know what, on a public platform, this guy's brother died in Tembisa because of this and that. And you'd be like, oh, wow. Kanjani, how?
Yeah.
Because my brother was suffering from epilepsy. That's how we lost him 2 years ago. And then I came this side, I got a job, and I've been working for that company from February until July.
Yeah.
1 week before my marriage. Yeah. So that's Thapelo for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a nutshell. Yeah. So is your mom still there?
My mom's still there. She's working as a domestic worker and she's trying so hard. I love the fact that queen. Oh, I call her Khosigadi. It means Khosigadi is a Tswana word, meaning queen.
Yeah.
It's because she's been holding the knife on the sharpest side of it.
Yeah.
So I love her so much, even though we had to fight here and there because of
just
my coming out.
Any
relationship. So yeah, that's how it's been like. So I love her so much and I love my twin brother. And by the way, my twin brother is doing his final year in mechanical engineering.
Oh, wow.
My younger sister is in TUT. She's doing public finance. So you can get to see the structure of a family that I'm coming from. She's been that woman who wants us to succeed in life. She said to us, if you want to be successful, you have to go to church.
Yeah.
You also have to go to school. Because I don't want you to beg people out there for their money. Why? Work for your own things. That's her for me. And I love her for that.
You saying this and us hearing, it's just two different people. Like, I'm like, the very same, like the mother that is been spoken about, it does not look like a strong black woman who's striving for her children, it just looks like somebody that's part of the scam. Anyway, you meet this guy. Where do you meet him?
Okay, I texted him on January, I think. Before I came here, I was at home, I texted him. I saw something on his page, LinkedIn page.
Lena le jola LinkedIn bashimane ba today.
Mojola wa LinkedIn ngwaneso.
O tla go nyesha.
Yo, how dlale. Okay. So I came to text her because I'm seeing as something that concerns his where he was working.
Oh, okay.
There was a position there. There were positions actually. So I'm texting to inquire about all those things because, wow, I'm a recent graduate. I need a job.
Yeah.
So I'm asking him, and then the conversation doesn't go far. Only to find out that he's also my friend on Facebook.
Okay.
So I remember I posted a hot picture of me. Then he replied to say, "Where do you stay?"
Okay.
I'm like, "I'm in Tembisa." So he's like, "We have to meet." I tried to reply. As I was replying there, and I got to realize that no, more guy can't be found anywhere.
What do you mean?
It looks like he deactivated the Facebook
Okay.
for that particular time. So I go back to LinkedIn. I'm looking for a job. I'm looking for all those things on LinkedIn. Then I get to see, oh, here's the guy. Then I text him. Immediately I text. He sent me his WhatsApp numbers, and then we took it to WhatsApp. That's how we started chatting and being, you know how it is.
Yes.
And it was nice. It felt so good. I don't want to lie to you. It felt like we were actually writing down a love story.
Oh, wow.
It was so nice. I don't want to lie to you. I don't care about what he says
No.
or whatever.
We
I
want to
understand.
hear your narrative today.
Exactly.
Yes.
I understand that he has to say whatever that he wants to say because he wants to feel better.
Yeah.
But we had something that was nice. I believe in love. I'm a lover of love. If there's something that will come to me and say, no, you can no longer love anymore, I'm not gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna love someone in the next future. No, I'm still going to love. That's me.
Yeah,
I love love.
Yeah.
Yes. So we met. Okay, we're chatting on WhatsApp, and then we took it to meeting now.
Face to
We are
face.
arranging now. We have to meet. Okay, it's like, I'm going to meet you at Centen. That's where we met, in a certain restaurant. That is my favorite restaurant, by the way.
What is it?
Um,
Oh, you don't want to speak about it?
I don't want to speak
Okay,
about
cool.
it. Okay. This guy we met there, and he came with this other guy. Apparently, they are roommates, as to say.
Is it the white guy?
The white guy that he spoke about. So we met there, and then we were talking, was speaking about a lot, and I get to understand, because I'm this one person who likes to analyze a person. If I meet you today, I need to make sure that I get all the basics right. And I couldn't see anything wrong about him, but there was just something, that feeling that says, there's something that you are missing, but I don't know what.
You were not settled.
I was not settled.
Your
I'm
spirit
like,
was not settling.
there's something that is not right here. But I was like, no, maybe it's because it's for the first time that I meet this guy. Let me take it slow.
Yeah.
Let me relax and get to see what kind of a person he is. So we spoke, and he said to me, I'm staying at a rehabilitation center.
Okay.
And I'm recovering from drugs, stuff like
Oh,
that.
he was on drugs, or he is on drugs.
He was on drugs, as he said to me that time.
Yeah.
Only to find out that my guy is still on drugs.
Oh.
But then I'll come to that later.
Yes.
On. Okay, he says to me, I'm recovering from drugs. I'm like, you know what? I want to give this guy a chance because I believe in second chances.
Yes.
God gives us chances each and every day to continue living. So why not spare him a chance to show me that he loves me?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I hear your side of the story. Then I tell him who I am. I had nothing to hide, absolutely. I told him who I am. I told him I'm working at a certain company as a junior administrator, stuff like that, So, okay.
And what did he do? Yeah, what was he doing? Is a forensic?
Yeah, he's in that. So,
what do you mean he's in that? Is he that or he's in that?
He is in that. He's working there as a forensic at a certain bank.
Okay.
Yeah. So, after we met that night, he asked me, do you think I'm the right guy for you? You feel I'm good enough for you? That's when I got to realize that, no, this guy is something that is not even good here, because obviously you cannot ask someone, do you think I'm the right person for you? It says a lot about you as an individual. It means you are doubting yourself. It means you feel you are not good enough for someone else, Yeah, so I was like, you know what, let me just continue with this guy and see where it leads.
Yeah.
So this guy came to me, and I don't remember asking for anything from that guy. That guy, as I was saying, he felt like he's not enough. It felt like he wanted me to see that he's the kind of a guy who's going to provide, who's going to be enough, who's going to be a man, you know. So he gave everything to me. He was like, I'm having this certain brand.
Yeah.
It wasn't a company, by the way. It was just a brand. He said to me, I'm doing CVs, stuff like that. I was like, okay, I can hear your side of the story that you're doing this and that.
CVs
Everything
for
that
what?
CV revamps.
Okay, cool.
Is designing and revamping CVs. That's all that he's doing. So I took everything, I noted everything down. I was like, you know what? Since I want to be in a relationship with this guy, I don't want it to be just a romantic relationship. Because I'm this one person, if I am going to be in a relationship with you, I also want to grow you as an individual.
I hear that.
I also want to grow. We also have to have something in common. So I took everything that he said. Today he says he has a business. I am the mastermind behind everything. Whatever that he had was just an idea that needed someone to implement it. So because I worked as a junior administrator, I understand business. And as I said, I have theory in business management. I understand that as a business, you have to establish yourself first before you can go out there and say, I'm selling this, I'm doing that. People have to buy something that they can see, you know. So I got to understand that I can do strategic planning for his business, strategic analysis, and strategic implementation.
Okay.
So I took everything down, I put everything on a pamphlet, and then I gave the pamphlet to him this other day when we met for the second time. So that guy was happy. He was happy that at least there's something that he can work on now.
Yes, I had, when you're speaking about how you brought something into his business, it's something that he also speaks about, that that's when he saw that actually I'm in with somebody that is like...
He said also that, you know what, I've been looking for someone who's going to grow me, not someone who's just going to be there and then it's just dates and stuff like that. It ends there. He said, I want someone who's also going to be there for me. That's when I felt that there's a void in him that needs to be filled. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be the loving person to this guy because I loved him so much. And I believe that we can have something that is going to be booming in the near future.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, things happened how they got to happen. Yeah.
So the first meeting ends. This guy that he's with, like, why is he coming with the guy to the date?
He said to me, wow. He said to me, I felt like I won't be safe.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, you won't be safe in which way? What is it that is there that you have to be scared of?
Yeah.
Because you're meeting someone whom you want to build a future with.
Yes.
So I got to understand that guy had something hidden. Obviously, you cannot be scared of someone whom you don't even know for that matter, you know.
Yeah.
So why do you have to be scared? It says a lot about you. There's something that we don't even know. There's a hidden agenda. So that's how things were.
So how does he know the right person? Like, I'm so curious about this guy.
Oh, it's a rehabilitation center, by the way.
Oh.
So they are staying there. They are
Okay.
roommates.
I hear you.
Yeah, that's how they got to know each other.
Where is the rehabilitation center?
Oh, it's somewhere in Princeton.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's somewhere in Princeton. That's where we got married,
Okay.
by the way.
Okay.
Okay, so let me explain this to you
Yes.
so that you get to understand the full story. Me and that guy, we decided one day that we are going out. And then we went out. And before we could go out, on the second date, that guy bought me the lotion that he spoke about,
The one that you put moods inside.
as he says. So the lotion, he gave it to me. To my surprise, the lotion was half closed.
Okay.
I was like, okay, I cannot ask anything.
It's a gift.
It's a gift from someone who loves me, by the way, you know. So, okay, I took the lotion and I was happy. I was happy because it's a gift. Okay, fast forward, now we go out and then we come back. After coming back, we decide that, you know what, we have to go out next week again for a photo shoot, a professional photo shoot now.
Yes.
So this guy was like, you know, I also feel we have to get something to wear. Please go out there and look for something that we can wear. I went out and I got something that's bit formal and bit casual. So to my surprise, he came with a full suit.
Okay.
was like, a full suit.
So you looked for clothes for yourself, even himself, he looked clothes for himself. Okay.
Exactly. So to my surprise, he came with a full suit. I was like, we're not going there. We're not going there with a full suit. That's not what we're going to do.
Yes.
And by the way, his fashion sense is not make sure. So that's how things are. So we were speaking about us going to a photo shoot, and then there came an idea from him, was like, why don't we get married next week? I took it as a joke. I was like, why next week? We don't even have money. I thought it's a joke. Okay, now it's happening like that. We are speaking about marriage and stuff like that. He says to me, we are getting married next week, Sunday. Please tell your family. I was like, okay, I'm going to tell them. And by the way, previously when we used to meet, we would speak about marriage. But to me, it sounded like we wanted to do it in 3 months' time, as he said.
Yes.
So it wasn't really something that stunned me that much when he said we are getting married next week. I was like, oh, he's just joking about it. Okay, now we have to prepare because he says we have to get married next week. I was like, okay, I have to tell my family. But the problem is, I know my mom won't accept this. She's coming from a church that doesn't want that. I was like, okay, it's not a problem, but then I can try to speak to her. Because this guy Prom said to me, I want to marry you because I need to know you in a dignified way.
Okay.
This is me showing that I respect you. And remember, we never got to be intimate before marriage. That's what he said to me. I need to know you, guy, in a dignified way. And I was happy that, you know what, this guy wants to know me in a dignified way. He respects me, by the way. So now I'm telling my family that we are getting married. I'm getting married. They were so unhappy about that issue.
I'm sure.
No one liked it. That time, him on his side, his family is accepting.
Okay.
His family was so accepting. That,
have you met or spoken to his family prior to you guys saying you're getting married?
No. I only got to meet his family one day before we could get married. It was that Saturday that I got to see his aunt. Yeah. So now I'm telling my family that I'm getting married. I'm telling everyone. And then my mom now is angry at me. She says a lot. Remember, it's Sunday. So we are fighting that I want to get married and she doesn't accept that. So my mom was so looking for that guy's number to say, I want to speak to him. What is it that you want to do with my son?
I hear you.
I don't want them to get married. I don't want them to get married. I was like, my mom, I can't stop what I want. Because one thing about me, Prom, I put myself first all the time. But then now I got to realize that I've been putting myself first and it got me into a pit. My mom knew what was going to happen. I believe as parents, they know that if you are to do this, this is where you're going to end up. So I said, no, I'm going forward with the marriage, whether you like it or not.
Yes.
I'm getting married to a man who loves me. And I believe that me and that guy are going to show my family that, you know what, this marriage is so good. At least this guy loves Thapelo. Who are we to fight their relationship or their marriage, you know? So fast forward, me and that guy now are settled. We prepared everything for the marriage. In 1 week.
Yes.
In 1 week.
Yes.
And remember, I lost my job.
Yes, you don't have a job.
The idea of wanting to get married
was not
before I could lose the job. It had
you.
absolutely nothing to do with my finances, actually. Because he gets to say that guy was looking for my money. He was after my money. I wasn't after anyone's money. I had absolutely nothing to gain from that marriage. So he knew that I don't have money. He said, no, you know what? I am going to do everything. I am going to pay for everything. That guy was in love with me. He was so in love. So it stuns me when he gets to say that guy wanted to steal from me. What is it that is there to steal to begin with?
What do you mean, doesn't he have money?
He has money. to sustain himself.
Oh, not
but
like-
there's no money to steal there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's money for himself.
Yes.
Yeah, so, okay, now we are getting married. And then I'm fighting with my family because you know how society is. Society has its norms to say, we can't accept gay couples and stuff like that. I got to understand that my mom's also coming from that society. So I understood what she was going through when she had to face the people back there
Yes.
that your son is getting married to another gay guy. So I was like, okay, it's cool. I'm getting married anyway.
Yeah.
They like it or not, I am going to get married to that guy. I also said to my mom, that guy loves me. Please allow me to be happy. Little did I know.
No?
So, okay, we get married.
So nobody comes from your family side?
Nobody comes, only my friends. My mom made sure that nobody comes from my family side.
Yeah.
And because she was hurt that I'm getting married. So now we are getting married in a rehabilitation center where he stays. I need people to understand that we didn't book any venue or stuff like that. It was the rehabilitation center. That place that looks nice, that's where he used to stay. I don't even know if he's staying there now or not.
Yeah.
I'm not following up on anyone's life. He's the one who's following up on my life, by the way. So, okay, fast forward.
So you're getting married in the rehabilitation center,
In the
maybe by the
rehabilitation
guidance
center.
side.
In the rehabilitation center, all those white people who were there, those are some of his mates who are there because they are recovering from drugs and stuff like that, you know. So now we are getting married. It felt so good, to be honest.
Okay.
It was so nice. Oh, wow. I was like, you know what? Izinto zami ziyapopa manje
Yes.
because this year I just graduated in April.
Yes.
And before I could graduate, I got a job in February. I'm stable. Now I'm getting married.
Yes.
You know what? Nkulunkulu uyangithanda manje. Little did I know from. Okay, so now we are getting married. And then we have to spend the night together because we just got married.
Yes, the couple.
Re couple phela.
Yes.
So now we are go hoteling. This guy lives with a friend of his for about no, not an hour, 2 hours or so. So the guy comes back. Oh, that day I got to realize, you can say that things are so fine. Honey, there's something big, something that is going to break you that is coming. You know, I never cried like that night from,
Oh, wow.
to be honest with you. So that guy comes back. Okay, he knocks. I open for him. Guess what?
What?
The guy is so high. High. He's so high. That time I'm prepared. Honeymoon.
First night.
We have to enjoy together. And remember, we never been intimate before. So we want to explore to such an extent that we need to enjoy each other.
Yes.
So, okay, the guy is high. I'm asking myself, did he relapse? What's going on here? His eyes are so red. They're so changed. I got to see someone that I didn't even know. You know, I just got married to this guy. What's happening now? What's happening now? So he enters. As he enters, I lock the door and then he says he wants to go take a shower quickly. He goes out to take a shower. Then he comes back. Then when he comes back, he takes something from his black jacket. It's a needle. A needle. That guy injects himself.
Hi.
He injects himself. I was like, what's really happening here? He takes the needle out of his jacket. Then he does this and then he injects himself. I'm just staring at what's happening here. Remember, I'm shocked now because I didn't know that this guy is on drugs. He said to me, I'm recovering from drugs. Now I just got married to this guy.
Ish.
And now my family is against me. No one is supporting this.
Oh my God.
I'm left alone with a guy who's a monster now. And when he's taking drugs, he doesn't want to speak much.
Okay.
He says one word after one word. So I'm there. I'm trying to understand and to wrap my head around this whole issue that's happening there. So, wow. Oh, yeah. Ne? That guy says to me, I love you. Let's try being intimate, because I haven't been intimate in 8 years now. He actually said this to me. I never had sober sex in 8 years now. Okay. For me to be intimate, I have to take drugs. In my mind, I'm asking myself, is this even normal? What is he trying to say to me?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let me try to golela him for now. Let me forgive him for now. And let's see where it goes. So the guy says to me, I cannot get to a point of being erected or get erection without taking drugs and taking these pills. So that guy is suffering from libido. So he has libido problems. So I got to understand that, okay, maybe he needs to go to men's clinic, So, yeah. Now he says to me, we try being intimate. And I'm like, this is not normal. It wasn't normal.
What was he doing?
We are trying being intimate, and now what he's saying to me is saying something that I don't want to mention here.
Oh.
So he's also doing something that is not normal.
Which is what? Like moaning in an abnormal way?
There's
Or?
actually a voice. I feel like there's a voice within him that speaks like, And even if he's not doing anything, he's just sitting there, but there's a voice that's, So I'm trying to understand what's happening with this guy.
Yeah.
Is it drugs or it's something else now? So, okay. I say to him, we have to stop. He says to me, yeah, we can stop. And then if we stop now, I am downloading this app. It's a dating app. It's Grindr.
Yeah.
Dating app.
Yes.
You are going to download that app. Why? He says to me, no, it can't be the two of us in this room. It can't be the two of us. We have to call someone who's going to come here and join us. Because we need to do a threesome here in this room. I'm stunned now. Who did I marry?
Oh my God.
Who did I choose? Because I said to myself, I'm choosing him. I'm leaving my family now. I'm choosing this guy. Okay. I say to him, you know what? The person that you want to call here is not going to come. For as long as I'm here, I never got to a point of doing a threesome and stuff like that.
Eish.
Why must it start now? So I say to him, guy, I'm not going to do that. So we sleep that night. Oh, and before we could sleep, he said to me, I also have another pack of drugs. You have to take these drugs. You have to take these drugs. I'm like, no, I can't do that. He says to me, no, you might say you don't want to take them now, but eventually you're going to take them.
Oh my God.
I'm like, please, can we please sleep now? Can we please sleep? Okay, we sleep. I don't know if he slept or what, because I also hardly slept because I was fearing for my life. What if I sleep and then he injects me with something, So now we sleep. It's Monday morning. Monday morning, I wake up to a bunch of screenshots from Grindr on my phone. A random guy sent me those screenshots from Grindr and from WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So it's that guy, my ex-husband, communicating with other guys.
Okay.
So it's a conversation where they were actually organizing a meetup. So the meetup got to be successful because they met on that Friday before we could get married on Sunday.
Is it there? Okay, yes.
In Pretoria, by the way.
When
So
you
now,
went to Tembisa, apparently.
I was in Tembisa and he was in the
Pretoria.
rehabilitation center.
Okay.
So that Friday before we could even get married, apparently, according to those screenshots, he went to Pretoria to meet those guys to have a threesome.
Oh.
As the screenshots say.
So who sent you the screenshot?
It's just a random guy.
Okay, cool.
a random guy who knows me, by the way.
Okay.
So, and now I'm waking up to these screenshots. Remember, I'm still shocked because this guy was high and he's still high. And he said certain things to me. And then now I wake up to a bunch of screenshots. He was on threesome on Friday before we could even get married. I'm like, this guy doesn't respect me. He clearly doesn't respect this marriage between us. So I show him the screenshots. Oh yeah, that was the hardest week of my life, you know. It was the hardest week, and it's funny because I never opened up to anyone. So you know, emotions get to be like. By the way, okay, now I show him the screenshots. He says to me, "That's all lies." The screenshots. I'm like, no. Friday.
Yeah.
And Friday, I tried to call you several times. There was a moment where I tried to call you. You couldn't even pick up your phone. You got back to me. We'll see you. It means you were there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now he says to me, you can check my phone. You can check my phone. Okay. I take the phone and he says to me, if you're going to check my phone, it means, Luana, you have to bring your phone to me.
Okay.
Okay. I hand over my phone now because I have nothing to hide. I had absolutely nothing to hide. Because now I'm this one person, if I'm in a relationship with you, you are so committed to you. There's nothing outside. This guy was doing this and that. So, I remember ke batla go check this guy ka nnete o ile kwa di threesome.
Yes.
So prom. Now I want to check what I want to check.
Yes.
God can show you something you never thought you would get to a point of seeing it at an early stage of the relationship or the marriage.
The marriage.
Okay, I'm browsing through his phone. I'm interested in this other guy, man. Apparently, he's the ex-boyfriend, by the way.
Okay.
I want to see the ex-boyfriend. What's there to speak about?
Yes.
Okay. Apparently, it's not just the ex-boyfriend. The ex-boyfriend who's a sangoma, by the way. I had a conversation, and then I'm interested.
Yes.
Prom.
Yes.
Now I'm married.
He's your husband.
Now.
Yes.
Understand what's happening. More guy,
Yes.
okay. Now there's a conversation that they had. It says, okay, that guy, that ex-boyfriend of his was saying to him, you are slow. You said you can do this. Then why are you so slow? Because I believe now we're supposed to be coming to the end of what we have to do.
Hi.
I'm asking myself, what's really happening here? Understand what's happening here.
Yes.
So he replies, my ex-husband replies, you have to actually give me some time because this guy is very stubborn. You have to give me some time. So he says, that guy, what reply back to my ex-husband, it also looks like that person stopped using that lotion. That's why it's so hard for us to get what we have to get. That time, I'm trying to wrap my head around the issue of him using drugs, the issue of him threesome, the issue of him with grinder,
Yes.
and now it's another issue.
Lotion limuti.
Prom, if you can look strictly into these reasons that I'm giving you right now, these reasons, they lead to couple now we are breaking up.
No, you will break up.
None of those reasons that he gave about me are true or can lead to a couple saying, now we have to break up. So, as he said that, the guy says, the guy is saying, it looks like your guy stopped using that lotion. So he says, I don't think so. And I don't think so because he kept on asking me this question time and time again. How is the lotion? Is it good on you? Because he said to me, he's going to give you that glow. Until did I know that glow is not what I was looking for.
And una le glow wena self. No go nyakega
Yeah, ke na le
efeng.
glow, phela nna, ke lebaka,
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm stunned now. Oh,
Lotion.
go na le the lotion here. And go na le taba ya gore this guy is a sangoma. What's really happening here? What's the mission here?
Yes.
Okay, he says, the ex-boyfriend says to him, even the book that you brought here that you say belongs to that guy is not doing us any justice, because you have to get something that he wears so that we can get to him so easily, So I'm like, what's really happening in this thing? What's really happening in this story now? He says, don't worry. We're going to meet on Saturday. Don't worry. I'm going to get anything that you want. We will meet on Saturday and speak further about this. So prom, me reading all those, the chats tsa bona ba le two, kore I didn't even know gore ke re modimo ke a leboga gore ke reng. I'm like, I'm shocked now. And I never cried like that week. I never cried like that week. So now, this is happening prom.
Yeah.
And the guy said, this guy is stubborn. I want to make this clear prom gore, nah. If you are to go out there and consult about me, I'm stubborn. You can fight with me physically.
Yeah.
We can have that war. But spiritually, you can never win.
Yeah.
You can never defeat this soul.
Ooh.
Because one thing for sure, I'm godly created. And everything that is in me is godly. Who are you of the world to come to me and say, I'm going to take this from this guy?
Yeah.
You won't win.
Yeah.
You won't. Kore o tlo betha fatshe.
Even your mom's prayers.
My mom's prayers. And that time, I can nagana ka family gore konje ba kwatile. Phela ke san understand that this guy that I'm dealing with right now.
Yes.
And it's so funny from gore there were people when I posted our marriage pictures. They were like, we know this guy from Grindr. Ba bangwe ba ntextile, ba ba ntexta, but this guy is dangerous. Na phela a kere na I'm married.
Your husband.
I'm showing my husband.
My husband this, my husband that.
There's people are saying this about us. Why are they saying this?
You're open
He
to
said
your man.
they're actually jealous about us.
Oh.
And I can't believe it. Oh, ba jealous.
Abanyalwa.
Abanyalwa. Little did I know. Okay. Now I say to him, prom, you know what? There's a lot that is happening with you right now. What's this now? I want to understand this.
This one that concerns me.
It concerns me and it concerns my life for that matter.
Yeah.
It concerns me, it concerns my life. What's really happening with you? What's the plan that you have? What is it that you have against me that I don't even know?
Yeah.
It means this guy never loved me. Or maybe he did, but he also had a mission against me. Pela prom, you'll never know, because the devil works each and every hour to attack us. Because they know, as I said, spiritually, you can never fight me.
Yeah.
You can never. So, okay.
You confront him.
The guy, ke mo confront about the issue. The guy is ojwang moaling. O sale high.
Oh.
And o tswile at injector again. Again.
King ya ope king.
I can't say lebitso la yona because I'm not doing those things. Yena wa di tseba ka mabitso gore ke eng, this is what. Nna ke no bona a needle. What the inject after the injector, le matlo a change. His eyes tend to be reddish. So that guy, we go through a lot from.
Yeah.
This is life.
This is life.
We go through a lot. So now, this guy, I'm confronting him about this issue. Remember the issues that he claims.
Ish.
And I go to one.
And it's
And
just
I-
many? It's 2 days into the marriage.
2 days into the marriage, even over Sunday, then Monday we are fighting about all these things.
Yes.
Like Kanjani, how more guy? I say to him, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I didn't say it's over. I said I can't do this anymore. You need to take time to evaluate yourself.
Yeah.
You need to take time to analyze. Bophelo ba hao gore o batla eng. You say you're at the rehabilitation center, you're trying to recover, but what's this? you keep on relapsing. By the way, it means you're also jeopardizing your mental health, by the way. So now, ke taba ya disangoma, him plotting against me with ex-husband ya ha e leng sangoma. And then now ke taba ya grinder, ke taba ya
Le
Kore,
di-drugs,
di tletse man, di tletse prom. So I say to him, I'm leaving. Wa bona mo? I'm leaving. He says to me, he said it like this. You better get used to this place because we're going to stay here for the whole week. I'm booking us in for the whole week. I'm like, no, that's holding me hostage now. I am going to leave. And guess what? Nako ya fela phela ko hoteleng le ba say stay forever.
No.
You have to extend the time ka tšhelete. Only to find out gore mo kae ha sana tšhelete.
Oh.
Ka re danke modimo ke a leboga.
I'm
Tšhelete e fedile ka mo. So with him not having money anymore, it meant that I had to go back to my place.
Yeah.
And when I go back to my place, he also has to go back to the rehabilitation center. And now the problem is, he can't go back to the rehabilitation center because they are going to test if he took drugs or not.
Yes.
So now broke Mogai, Harley broke. He can't even go to his so-called doctor who gives him an injection to clean up his system after taking drugs. Because he said, I can go to a certain doctor. That guy will give me something that is going to clean these drugs.
Oh.
Go everybody flush out of the system so that when
Okay.
they test you, they can't detect how you took drugs.
Okay.
I was like, this guy is so used to this. And by the way, only a certain doctor, it means a lot. It means a lot. So now I'm grateful for, at least I'm going back to my
I'm
place. I'm free. And a friend of mine was so concerned about me because God is socialing. I'm this one person who loves posting. WhatsApp, I'm always posting. She was so concerned. Mogai, what's happening? Where are you? What's happening? You just got married. You're expecting to be happy. What's happening? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't worry, I'm fine. You know, I just got married.
Yes.
I don't want to tell anyone I'm going through this. Now I go back. When I go back, and I had a room that side, few streets away from where my twin brother stays, because I was working at that time. So I moved to a certain room where I used to stay.
A better.
And then I left my brother back there. So now, because I had to go back
To your brother.
to my brother. So I go back there.
We're
People could see that I'm not happy. I'm telling my twin brother, he's like, what's wrong?
Yes.
What's wrong? What's wrong? I'm like, no, there's nothing wrong. You know, I had a long week last week preparing for the wedding and stuff like that. So now, honeymoon, I say, you know, honeymoon. That time, on him, I'm saying to him, you won't even understand because you are not married. Okay, now I have to sleep and get to understand what's really happening with my life.
Sinking in.
And I'm this one person who calls my mom. If ever I have headache, I call my mom. If ever I feel like, no, I saw something amazing here about my friend or someone, I'm calling my mom. Mom, this is happening here. Now I can't.
Hey.
We fought.
Yes.
I'm not speaking to her. I'm not speaking to anybody. Who am I to go to? I'm like, you know what? God showed you something that you didn't even know. Now it's time for you to strengthen your power. You have to pray hard now because this is war. And it's not just any war. It's spiritually.
Oh, fair.
Okay. Now I said to him, you know what, Mogai? I feel I can't do this. There's a lot. Like there's a lot. There's
In a short
lot.
space of time.
In a very short space of time. I was happy we are going to have something nice. So now it's Tuesday, then Wednesday. Wednesday, Kitsua, I wake up and I feel, no, I'm not okay. I feel I'm sick. How is the infection? STI. Where did I get the infection from him? He sleeps around, by the way. Why am I surprised? I call him, I tell him, I have an infection. you gave me an infection. He didn't even waste time. That guy didn't even waste time. He sent me money to say, please go buy antibiotics. I didn't even know what to do with how I felt. He said, you can go to the nearest pharmacy and go buy antibiotics. So the STI that he says that I got from a random guy in a club after that guy bought me
you
Savannah
alcohol.
17 rand. And by the way, Savannah 17 rand because Savannah, Savannah it's 20 rands going up. Just 17 rand tariff man guy.
Maybe Tembisa.
Oh, what Tembisa what last man. We can't
Yeah.
be buying 17 rand Savannah.
Savannah.
No, imagine how. Okay, now I'm telling him infection is. Pella, now you have to man up. I don't know what to do because now it's the issue of the drugs, threesome, grinder, STI, him trying to be abusive, and the issue of the sangoma. 6 things. 6
3
things.
days into the marriage.
3 days into the marriage. You know, that marriage, I was so happy when I got married that day. I was a bit nervous, but this is so nice. This is so nice. Gana ke tsebe gore shem ke nyadiwa gore ke wa bona mathata.
His parents, where are they? What are they saying? Did you speak to them?
Well, this guy, he said to me he lost his mom at the age of, I don't know if it's 13 or what. So now he says, I have a father, but our relationship is not make sure. And then since he's staying at the rehabilitation center, it means he has no family there.
Okay.
Only his aunts are in Soweto.
Okay.
Now I'm in communication with his aunt. I'm even scared to tell her that phela ngwana ko lona, this is what is happening with him. I'm not even saying anything to anyone. I'm keeping it more chesting. Okay.
O tshwere thipa ka bogaleng mo
Ka
lenyalong.
bogaleng, ngwaneso re tla gwela teng. Mara vele so fela khona empini
E so
ngwaneso.
fela khona.
Yeah, so now I get antibiotics, then ke ba sharp. Ha ke ba sharp, I'm trying to speak to him to say, what do you think we have to do now?
Yeah.
What's the way forward from here? We just got married. And by the way, you said to me, go out there, look for a lawyer who's going to help us sign the prenup.
Yeah.
Okay, I went out there. Ke batlile lawyer ra phela. Now we have to go meet the lawyer by Friday.
Yes.
We just got married on Sunday. Friday, we have to go meet the lawyer. I said to him, no, we can't be going there anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if I still want this marriage or not. So he said to me, now he's sober. He's back to who I thought
fell in love
I'm
with.
married. Yeah, exactly. So now we are communicating. He apologizes for all those things. Hey, I'll try to change. Hey, this and that. I'm like, There's no way you can change. So as you were asking me, Orle is relationship li papa is not make sure.
Yeah.
And I got to understand that. And that's also something from that guy grew from a family that didn't show him much love. So I said to myself, I'm going to try and fill that gap.
Yeah.
So he's also suffering from childhood trauma. So if you are to date someone who's also suffering from childhood trauma and they don't get the help that they need, they also get to, when you give them love, I accept because they grew up not knowing love. So that's one thing I saw about that guy. I'm trying so hard to show him so much love, but he won't even take it because he's so used to rejection. He's not used to love. Who am I to teach an old hag how to accept love?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, and how saw. Remember, now we are going to the Friday now.
Yeah.
Now I say to him, no, we can't go there. No. He says he's busy. We can't have a slot with him. Okay, it's Friday. It's Thursday now before Friday. Then we are fighting also about that issue. We've been fighting and fighting and fighting. So as we are fighting, I'm decided that night, you know what? I'm going out with my twin brother and this other brother of mine. We go to a certain club there. We had money, by the way. We had money. It's not what we go there to say we need people to buy booze for us. No, we can
sleep
afford
with them.
ourselves. We can afford ourselves. And you know, with me, Prom, I want to say this to you, Jorge. I don't believe in sleeping with someone because I need money. If it gets to a point of me and someone really, now we're going to be intimate, it means I want to do that. It's not what I want to benefit. I don't believe in benefiting. I believe in waiting for myself. I believe in owning anything. I want to be in possession of everything that I have because I worked so hard for that thing.
Yeah.
So we go out. Then on our way back,
But in 5 minutes.
we get mugged. So when we get mugged, they take our phones and everything now. So that morning, I reach out to him to say, you know what, I no longer have a phone. This is what happened. And then he's like, oh, okay, we'll speak. 2 minutes down the line of 10 minutes down the line, my twin brother is saying to me, Pella, they say you are trending. They say you are trending. Your guy posted you. I'm like, oh, it means he posted something nice now about us. I get to check. Honeymoon guy is saying everything about me. And before this, he said to me, Thapelo, if you are to leave this marriage, this is what is going to happen. I am going to make sure that I tarnish your name. I am going to make sure that you don't even get to be employed anywhere else. And I'm going to make sure that I send a lawsuit against your name to say you try to steal my business. And one last thing, I'm going to make sure that you disappear for good. When he said those words, I was like, wahlanya, oh, mang. Me, he's not saying all those things to me. He's not. Okay. Now, he's busy posting about us and stuff like that.
What is he saying?
He's saying I tried to scam him. And the story that he gave people on Facebook is not the same story that he went out there to speak about. It's a different story. You can get to see that this guy is trying so hard to wrap everything to make it look like I am the bad guy. And I got to understand that, okay, it's fine. He can say whatever that he wants to say. Time will come for me to say my story. So recently, because I was trending last week, he called out. I got a call, actually, private number. I answer, I'm like, hello. When I say hello, he's like, what do you think is the last stage from here? Because he said he's going to tarnish my name. What's the last stage from here? It means I have to disappear. And if I am to disappear from, and if people are going to be like, oh, we can't get hold of Thapelo anymore, people must know whom to look for in order to get me. Because I might disappear tomorrow. I might disappear anytime. That guy is dangerous. He's not who I thought I'm marrying. He's not the guy who got happy from I'm getting married to someone who's so loving and stuff like that. And a little did I know that I'm marrying a monster. And with everything that he's saying, I'm like, okay, you can say whatever that you want to say. It's fine. And by the way, I'm not seeking validation from anyone. Social media doesn't influence me. It's the other way around. So now I'm saying my story, I'm saying my part, because I want to close this chapter. I have a lot that I have to work on. I want to focus on something else. And for now, I'm not in a relationship. Because why? I'm taking time to thank God for saving me from a monster. And I'm praying so hard that one day I get someone who's going to marry me, because I will get married. That's a fact. That's a fact. And people can say whatever that they want to say. I'm not described by what people say. I know my truth. I own my truth. I know myself. I know who I am. I know what I want. So people can say whatever that they want to say. It's their time. Yes, ma'am.
Yo, that was very good. I'm glad that you came out to speak your side of the story. I'm not here to take sides, but I think as a person, now we've got both sides. You see, when you've got both sides now, you are able to see, okay. And that's why it's important for people to say their side of the stories. Because people run with one narrative and then that's it. So I'm glad that you took the courage to come here and say your side of the story. And even people that are going to see this, see that they'll have to judge for themselves.
Exactly.
You know? And what I want to applaud you on is that you took the goodness, you spoke about the goodness of the marriage and the relationship itself. I've got a problem with somebody that will be in something, and when they go out, they only focus on the negative. There's no way that there was only negative going on.
Exactly. That's chasing cloud, by the way, Prom. Because if you are to go out there and you speak about all the negatives about someone, it means you are still hating about them.
Yeah.
You are still obsessed. It feels like you want revenge. That's
Yeah.
not even necessary for that point or for that matter. So to me, I embrace what we had. And now I embrace moving on.
Yeah.
And this is the message to everyone.
Yeah.
If you are in a relationship with someone and it doesn't serve you, learn to move on. Learn to accept and let go. Because people are so trapped in relationships that are not even serving them, that are not even benefiting them.
Yeah.
But they are staying there because I love that guy, I'm married, stuff like that. No, leave. We move. We move. Yes.
Any parting ways in that camera to your ex-husband? Anything you want to say to him? Then we have wrapped up. In that, is it which camera, mommy? That one.
That one.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to say thank you for the opportunity of getting married, because I got to experience marriage, and with zero bank balance, which is nice. So I want to say to you, I want to applaud you, Jorge. No, man, learn to move on. I know being my ex is actually a full-time employment to you because you cannot go a day without speaking about me. That doesn't define me. And thank you so much for putting me out there, for saying stuff about me, because now I am on TV because of you. Thank you.
So, guys, I'm going to leave Thapelo's. I don't know if you want me to leave your number as well.
Yes, you can leave my number.
His number and his Facebook or what?
Oh, my
TikTok.
I'm on Facebook. I'm also on. Yeah, they can also text on WhatsApp. Not to speak about the marriage.
No, I'm talking about job now, business now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I'm actually doing PR and marketing.
Okay.
And so CV revamps, those are basics, but I'm focusing much on PR and marketing.
Yeah.
So I'm also doing engagement marketing in line with digital marketing. So I have a partner that I'm working with now. So bit by bit, I believe that I'm going to make it because I'm so much in love with business.
Yeah.
So please leave my number for people to get hold of me because, wow, I am here to make business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let this story make you some coins, baby.
Yes.
Guys, so we're going to leave his number. You can contact him business-wise and give him some job, okay?
Yeah.
Bye, and I love you so much. I'll see you in the next episode. Make sure that you're subscribed. Bye.